Fermentation bombs are no freaking joke. I'm gonna try to run down what happened in this video really quickly. Wow, isn't it like artistic the way the wind is currently blowing my hair? It's almost like I planned it. Okay, I make kombucha. I also make ginger beer, and I've been experimenting in my kitchen of my RV. And I created what is called a fermentation bomb that went off when I was on a Zoom call with my new friend Brenna. And we're two really spiritual people, so it's kind of funny because we're like, what is the significance of this? That was really good for our first recording. I think having an explosion on the day that we were gonna do a podcast together is like starting off with a bang. Like we did, that was good.
Bang! I love that. Maybe that's what we're meant to start with a bang.
We know there's a significance here. So I wanted to share the video, but I wanted to give a little dialogue of what it is that's happening. This video actually continues. We talk for another 2 hours after the event happened, but I'm only going to cut it off at about 25 minutes. Fermentation bombs are no freaking joke, and honestly I knew that I wasn't caring for it in the way that I should. I usually transfer everything over to flip top bottles, and I didn't have enough, and I was like, well, I just need to make sure that I keep burping that and taking care of it, and I didn't, and that's exactly what happened. I did not get hurt other than a cut on my foot, and my dog didn't get hurt. And I'm like, wow, that was a very scary lesson. I honestly thought my propane blew out of my trailer. And then like my first thought was, but I'm still here. Where am I? But the windows are all in it. And it wasn't the gas. It was the root beer. And now my neighbors, you see their trailer behind me? They now call me Breaking Bad. I had glass and shrapnel everywhere. I'm not kidding. The whole like living room, kitchen, dinette area of my trailer had glass all over. And because I have like a peninsula behind my kitchen, between my kitchen and my dinette, I think that saved me a lot because there was a lot of glass everywhere and it blew. And you know, one of the other craziest things was it didn't none of the liquid blew up. It just went, when the glass broke, the liquid went down and then the rest went up, like it was hazy and gassy. Yeah, it was really crazy. I think I'm still experiencing some PTSD from it, but watch the video. This is what happens when a fermentation bomb goes off in an RV. That was really good for our first recording. It's in my chair.
All over in your chair.
Dude, it was everywhere. It literally was an explosion. They call them like when kombucha explodes, like kombucha bombs.
4 or 5 videos out of what we've done today.
What?
I think we got a lot of information. We can probably get 4 or 5 videos and clips out of what we've done today too for sharing.
Oh, for sure.
I just have to get myself to be brave enough to actually put it out there.
Well, I think having an explosion on the day that we were going to do a podcast together is like starting off with a bang. Like we did. That was good.
Bang! I love that. Maybe that's what we're meant to start with a bang.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
I just want to get that glass.
I know. Watch the video. This is what happens when a fermentation bomb goes off in an RV. I have been trying to practice accepting him as he is. My problem is I don't accept. My God, what the fuck just happened? Oh my God. Did you hear that?
No, I was wondering what was going on.
You guys, this thing was so loud. It was like, well, it was like a bomb just went off in your trailer. If you've ever experienced that. But it was as loud and as disorienting as when I had an accident. I wrecked my Cadillac, and I popped 3 airbags. Like, it was that loud and that disorienting and that crazy. I just don't think I'm explaining this enough. Okay, carry on.
Shit. Oh my God. It just something exploded on my fucking in here.
Oh my gosh. Like something on your RV or in your park?
I need oh I just know what happened. Did you
Uh-oh.
hear I just had my root beer just can you hear me? Anders, can
Oh.
you hear me? Anders. Can you hear me? Did you hear an explosion? I just had that root beer and a Carlo Rossi bottle fucking explode. I thought my whole trailer was gonna fucking blow up. Yeah, like it was in the kitchen and it just fucking blew up. There's like glass every I thought I have glass all over my apartment or all over my trailer. Yeah, probably, but oh my God. All right. Yeah, I need it. I'll let you go. Bye. It's not working. I'll let you go. Yeah, I'm fucking shaking. Oh my God. Okay, I'll let you go. All right, bye. Oh my God.
That was really
So
scary.
I thought it was my I thought my fucking trailer, you got it on film. You got it on
I want
film.
to
This is
listen
going to
back
be
and see if I
amazing.
hear something explode or like, because you were just like jumped out of your skin. It was so crazy.
So I make like ginger beer and stuff. Oh my God. I make I make I make like ginger beer and kombucha and stuff, and I made root beer, like a hard root beer, and I've had it sitting on the ground in a big Carlo Rossi jug, and it just fucking exploded. There's like literally glass all over, and it was like poof. And when I heard
And
it,
what were we talking about when it exploded though? That's the thing too, because that
I
might be
don't know. When
because
I
you're
heard
like,
it and looked over, there was fucking shrapnel. Like I got to turn my computer around because you're just
I
not
hope you
even
didn't
gonna.
get hit with anything.
I didn't. No, I didn't. Like I don't even know. Okay. Well, first let me put shoes on because there's
Yeah,
fucking
don't cut yourself with the glass. That's crazy.
um I gotta get it. Oh, I must have cut myself or my dog did. Oh no, I cut myself. Um so yeah, there's oh my God. I'm like, my whole body is shaking because that was fucking catastrophic. Um, like there's just glass
Oh my goodness. It was a gallon
everywhere.
jug.
Yeah, it was okay, look. Let me Do you see all that?
Wow. That is so crazy. It's like the compression, it just got so much that it
Yeah, like
exploded. But at that moment, I wonder what it was meant to signify for us in that moment.
well, I think it's fantastic.
It is pretty hysterical that it happened. And basically, I was saying, I want to accept Anders' butt. And what I was going to say, which I'm afraid to say now, because something else might explode. it's like like us to know that everything is connected and everything happens for a reason and all of the things. So it's like, oh my God, that burst right when I was saying that. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. So what does it mean? Does it mean I should accept him, or does it mean carry on? Because I think it means I need to accept him, because that's love. Because I'm still putting a restriction on my love. You must stop arguing with me. Oh my God. Did I just work that out? Anyway, Brenna and I were talking on this about having a podcast, and that's what we're working on. So it's pretty cool because we're like, it started with a bang. And I mean, how can you not think that it isn't going to be powerful and amazing when that happened? Talk soon. Bye. Love you.
Fantastic that you just recorded all of that, because like I literally thought I literally, the first thought was, because it was over, but like a couple weeks ago I left my propane on. I thought I left my propane on because, and then it was, I mean, there's fucking glass everywhere.
Isn't that really dangerous to leave the propane on? Like
Yeah, I didn't know that I did it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, you like, I gotta see what my dog is.
Oh,
Where's Chewy at? Oh, you're okay, buddy.
that probably scared him too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally like glass everywhere, but I gotta clean up this liquid because, like, a trailer's made like out of cardboard, basically. All that shit getting wet.
Yeah. I mean, our houses are pretty similar. Yeah, with the wetness, the rot, and
I can't even believe this. They call them like kombucha bombs.
because of
Oh my
the
God.
pressure.
Well, this is even crazier too.
Take this.
So
Sure.
check this out. Like, do you see those other bottles there? It blew up with such force, it broke those other bottles.
Oh my gosh.
And
Whoa, crazy.
I had a, that tall mason jar had mint tea in it. That broke. And it broke like at least two other bottles down there. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my God.
And we were talking about accepting him as he is. So I guess that's how you feel about it. That is
I
gonna
just,
make you explode.
I'm going to move a computer down here so you could just watch me what I'm doing.
You
We'll get it
know,
on record. We'll get it on record because that had to be some sort of sign, right?
that's why I was saying it's like an overlay to maybe how you're feeling about what does it look like to accept him as he is, and the thought of doing that makes you want to explode.
Oh my God.
Maybe.
Oh,
I mean, that's just an idea. It could be other things too. I just say the things that come to me as like an idea for digging.
yeah. I honestly just cannot believe this is. I feel like it. I mean, did you hear it or were you just like,
I didn't hear anything. It was like I know there was. I'll have to look at the video back and see if there was an explosion because I didn't hear it. But I know that those things are loud when they explode. My dad has made homemade beer and stuff like that before. And I've also on Breaking Bad when the bottles were exploding and he thought someone was in his house and he went out there like with his gun ready to, and it turned out that it was just his homemade beer all exploding in the garage. So I know that it's got to be loud.
I'm fucking shocked.
So what
Like
could that
shocked.
symbolize? Like the breaking of the glass? That's
We are some powerful witches.
right. We're exploding glass with our thoughts.
Look, the can you see that?
Whoa, that's crazy.
This was also full, so it broke. Hey,
That is crazy.
I'm bleeding.
Oh no, you need to be
Or-
careful.
No, Andrew's just he's over here. He just
And it
asked.
made me think of that. Is it my sister loves that movie? You'll never make me bleed my own blood. Or what is it? With Ben Stiller. We love him. He's so funny. That's me grabbing a bull by the horns. Not really. Or you know what I mean? It's a metaphor, but it really happened.
Yeah. Andrews, look at this. Can maybe the beach towels in the closet? I thought I opened up the door and started yelling for you.
Really?
It was so fucking look at the fucking carnage. Look.
Hard.
That say hi to Brenna.
It's
Hi.
total carnage. Hi, nice to meet
Oh
you.
my goodness. Nice to meet you.
It it was that root beer, and then that broke. It broke other bottles. It broke that. She was recording. We were talking. We were
I
talking
didn't
about
know
Yeah.
it.
that there was, I didn't hear an explosion, but it's probably on the recording and I just didn't pick it, like I didn't pick it up myself.
Yeah, like I mean, it just
Oh,
Completely
like
exploded.
I thought
glass everywhere.
there is glass everywhere. It was fucking shrapnel, and then I was like, I opened it. I didn't know what the fuck happened. I thought that I I thought that I left the propane on.
Back and accept it and stuff and like, huh.
I know it's everywhere.
Can't get under there, can we?
Probably not. It's probably not because it's all going in that like. You might have to take that thing under the stove apart. See, this is always what happens. It's always like I'm bitching, and then like I think I was just saying how much you said you take care of for me in the 3D world, and then we have a fight, and then I get mad, and then I'm like, and then this happens, and she's like, "What were we just saying?" Because like the universe is talking to us, like literally.
Did you cut your foot?
Yeah, it's. I got the cut on my foot. I think it's okay.
Do you need to go?
It was fucking crazy. So crazy.
What did Chewy do?
Uh, um, when I thought of checking on him, he was shivering on the bed.
It probably has frightened him too. I know that like poppers and snappers and stuff, they get my dog like on the 4th of July. If we go outside and someone does a firework, she just trucks it back to the house and she won't go back outside again for like a day.
Yeah, it
They
was.
get scared of those explosions, dogs do.
What was crazy about it was like did you see what it did to that mason jar? I guess I'm I guess I'm done with the mint tea.
It wasn't meant to be, I guess. It
Look
wasn't meant
at
to be
this.
consumed.
Do you see that? It
Oh,
was like a tall, like one of the big size mason jars.
oh yeah, we have a bunch of those. That's awesome.
What's that?
That was my tea. It just
Oh.
shattered that too. Isn't that crazy? Dude, I
Oh,
can't wait to see your video.
that's so crazy. Yeah, what made it explode? Like, of course, anyone in their 3D mind is going to be like, "Oh, it just happened to be at that moment that it got so much pressure it exploded." Because people don't like to read more into it, but it's like, I don't know. I think maybe there was a reason why it exploded at that particular moment.
I do too. I mean, I think the universe is going to show us how powerful we are and our words and you know, telling you about this conflict, and then it's like, boom. We got to see what the boom statement was.
And it also could have been a good way to draw Anders back over for you guys to kind of reunite after having a couple of days not talking.
Right? We always do reunite over a crisis. I caught something. That was crazy. Food?
Oh no, yeah, don't let the dog eat any glass.
I mean, I bet you we'll find glass in here for a long time. Oh wow, that was I think I think that was
Yeah, I'll go over here.
that was really good for our first recording.
That's
It's in your
funny.
seat.
It's in my chair.
All over in your chair.
Dude, it was everywhere. It literally was an explosion. They call them like when
Couple of clips
kombucha
of different-
explodes,
we
like
can probably get,
kombucha
like, 4 or
bombs.
5 videos out of what we've done today.
What?
I think we got a lot of information. We can probably get 4 or 5 videos and clips out of what we've done today too for sharing.
Oh, for sure.
I just have to get myself to be brave enough to actually put it out there.
Well, I think having an explosion on the day that we were gonna do a podcast together is like starting off with a bang. Like we did. That was good.
Bang! I love that. Maybe that's what we're
Go.
meant to start with a bang.
Yeah. It'll be all right.
I just want to get that glass.
I know. Like it put chunks out of it.
Holy shit.
It was like I'm really lucky that it didn't hit like
I'm surprised
I mean that could have
it didn't hit you. Where
yeah,
yours
it did
must have been the perfect spot because it's all over the rest of the.
right. Like I yeah. I'm still shaken from that.
Sounds like we need meditation or some sound frequencies. Re-enter from all of this chaos.
Can you look at it?
Jeez.
Look at what it also look at how it blew that.
That's
The
great.
top of the
Holy shit.
see the
Safety cap.
oh well it
Safety seal.
yeah well it must have just blew the bottom of it off, I guess. Maybe that was on there. Who knows? I'm just surprised it got all of those other bottles.
Do you think that's what happened to that little Titan thing that they? Well, I guess that would have been compressed inward from the pressure of the water. They just got sucked up like a can. That little when they went to go down to see the Titanic. Did you see that?
Oh the billionaires.
Yeah. They got into this little like it was controlled by some sort of video game controller thing and they thought they were going to be able to go down into the depths of the ocean with it, but then the compression, like the pressure, it wasn't strong enough to withstand it, so they got to a certain depth and it just collapsed in on them because of how powerful the water was around them,
Yeah.
or at
Yeah,
least that was the assumption of what happened because they lost communication. Or I just remember following it or seeing it on the internet.
Yeah. I know you were watching it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, I was curious to see if they would actually get down there and see the Titanic. They've sent a lot of probes and stuff down to look at the shipwreck, but no one else, like no people have actually gone down. So I was just curious if it was going to be successful or not.
Yeah. I do want to save this.
Where's that trash can?
See, they're fine. We'll probably need another bag. Dang it.
Thing with the Elon Musk and the space travel.
Oh, you should see. I'm like all over. That isn't real. That didn't.
Oh yeah, did you see that Elizabeth April channel or remote viewed that whole thing where like Katy Perry was supposed to have gone to space and you should see the video that I don't know if you follow her, Elizabeth April. She's a remote viewer and a channel and an artist and all that. But she did a little video on what her thoughts were on that whole thing and whether or not she believed if it was real. she's like, I remote viewed it and this is what happened. I mean, and it's okay for people to not believe that she can remote view or that she did see it.
Right.
I just find it interesting to see the different perspectives.
I think it was a joke.
I agree. The video that
Yeah.
I saw, it was like when they tried to open the airlock, like the door just kind of fell open. Like it was clear that the door was not airlocked.
Yeah, one of them tried to open it, and then they're like, "No, Bezos needs the certain handle, and we got to make this look dramatic."
Yeah.
And then it falls in and it bounces like it's only an inch thick. Come on.
There's no way that
Not,
could have withstood the pressures in space.
Yeah.
not even a plane is that thin.
Yeah.
You look at this?
No, this is
Because you have to have the pressurized on the inside.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah, they all have every craft that's come down always has to be opened from the outside.
And then my niece was making a point to say that she even watched Katy Perry get out and like Katy Perry kisses the ground, but then she gets up and is like, ah, this dirt, and like wipes the dirt off of her. So it's like judgment for the earth in a critical way rather than love for it. Whereas most
right.
and people that have gone to space usually talk about this feeling of oneness and unity and just this profound like love that they see when they go up into,
Yeah.
you know.
I watched something about an astronaut. Oh, I'm getting a little dizzy. Like the astronaut that was like, once you're up there and you look, you just realize like how insignificant life, like everything is, you know?
And you
We're
can see
gonna
the planet
have
is the whole
bomb
thing,
sessions.
like without borders or races, and none of that matters.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Oh my God, there's gonna be glass in here for a long time, I think.
Shot back.
Wow.
Hopefully it won't drop in and surprise you when you're walking through the night, like, prick, ouch. I always wear
I
sandals
can't.
for kids will step on in class, and that's always hard.
Um,
They come back when you finish after your session.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
yeah, if you don't mind, I'll
Yeah.
let you know.
I
I think it's
you still have glass on your chair and I can pile underneath that chair.
okay. I'll keep looking for it,
So
but
I just it should be okay now too.
I'm not. I think after that, I'm like, that was
That was
it
a
was
lot.
a near-death experience.
I mean,
Well, if you needed help being in your 3D body, there you go. It really brought you
nice to
into
meet
your
you.
base, didn't it?
Yeah, that was like, I didn't know what happened. I mean, there's
All that fear comes up, that immediate, like,
like just glass, like I'm like, it's everywhere. It's fucking everywhere.
oh, that's difficult.
Yeah, so I don't know what we were talking about, but I feel like that was a sign.
We'll definitely have to look that back and see what we're.
But see, it literally was in that conversation I said, and then something happens in the 3D world and he just takes care of it. You know? So I'm not like giving him the grace where it's just I'm not like accepting that
So the
that
good question there is then, what makes you feel like you can't give him the grace? Like I had to dig into that with my own relationship and asking like, why does it feel like accepting him for who he is? Why does that feel like it's not the right thing to do? Why do you feel like you have to force or want to change something? Like what about me makes me feel unsafe by it?
I feel like I mean I feel like honestly, I feel like I'm going through a lot of stuff, and I think that I'm healing and going through things, and I feel like it's personally, or I mean, I think it's like it's completely healthy, and for me to have a feeling like I mean, I was mad about the game, but I was like into the feeling about it. And if he was strong and had that emotional intelligence basis that I expect him to have, it's my expectation, which is wrong, but like I just feel like I don't want to go through learning about self-regulating. I don't want to be like the mother role in that. I feel like I have to look at my energy, and part of learning about my energy is protecting my energy. And do I just continue to subject myself to these things? What's the benefit? Because he does help me. He helps me tremendously. He's helped me more than anybody has ever helped me in my whole entire life. And just like now, he's going to run over here and like, I'm going to vacuum everything and get out of here because I don't want you to hurt yourself. But like, I'm very independent, which is probably my trauma wound. So I don't really like that. Like, I want him to meet me. I want to grow with somebody, and I don't feel like that is growth when I'm like the alien having to always get into a frequency that hurts me. Like the
Yes.
the the alien
But the
part of
love makes them willing to do it because they know that by doing it, they can plant those seeds like the gardener does. So they're willing to because of the power of love. So if you're feeling like you don't want to, what makes you unwilling to, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's a hard one.
I just I
I
just
experience these things too, and and it's all in your choice, and you don't have to change how you are if you don't want to. You're allowed to hold on to whatever feelings are, and like you said, it is healthy to have feelings. Feelings are a normal human thing. It's just
and I
about
think
how we respond and react to them and what we learn. Like